So 416-872-1010. Joining us now on the night side is Diana Isaac, who is from the law firm of Shulman Family Law. Diana, how are you tonight?
It's a pleasure to be on your show, John. Thanks for having me. It's great, other than that expected storm.
Yeah, well, it's the weather in the GTA is not going to be great. Let me ask you, in your experience in family law, we hear it every year at this time that January is the big uptick in divorces. Is that what you experience in your office?
I mean, John, it's an interesting and prevalent question that I get in my practice, and there could be a plethora of reasons for the spike in divorces. In my experience, clients see the new year as an opportunity for a new beginning and to start afresh, if you will. It's as if they're finishing up a chapter in their life and really ready to start a new chapter. They've endured an unhappy time, and the new year presents really new resolutions for many, including separating couples, and new possibilities. Also, for some couples that have children, they feel the added pressure of staying together for the holiday season in an effort to prevent the disrupting holidays for their children. And as you know, John, I mean, it's a momentous time for children. They're opening gifts. They're seeing extended family. So a lot of times I do have clients that say, you know what, Diana, let's put our differences aside temporarily for the sake of the children. So it's not unheard of.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a very mature thing to do. I think most people would understand that. We're with Diana Isaac, who is a family law lawyer at Shulman Family Law. What is the biggest misconception about divorce? Because I think a lot of us have learned about divorce either from jaded friends or perhaps TV shows or movies where it always seems one-sided. Is divorce in Canada still one-sided towards mom, or is it more equal now between moms and dads?
I don't think it's one-sided based on my experience. I mean, some people come in quite fearful in making a big life change, and divorcing is exactly that. And it's very scary for people that haven't been through the process. And we at Shulman Law Firm understand what clients are going through. And I always remind clients, when thinking of this change, it's important to invest time and energy in building this new phase in your life rather than being fixated or preoccupied with fighting the old and making this an acrimonious and hostile situation.
Would most divorces be two mature adults having a conversation, or in your experience, is it kind of like we see on TV where one of the parties is extremely bitter and just wants to say no to everything?
You know what? You get all kinds of situations, and what makes family law interesting, one of the reasons I got into family law, is every situation is very different. And so, yes, you know what? We do get situations where there is a lot of conflict. It's high conflict. People are upset. And sometimes we have situations where couples are like, we knew that this marriage was dead a while ago, and it's a question of, formality and dealing with this in a mature manner. So in my experience, I've seen both sides of it, where it is amicable or it can get it could be quite high conflict.
It is the night side. Diana Isaac is with us. She's a lawyer from Shulman Family Law. Here's the number to call, 416-872-1010 if you have a divorce question, or toll free at 877-518-5151, or you can text your question if you'd like at 71010 or 514-800. Let's go to Stephanie. Stephanie, you have a question for Diana. How are you tonight?
Good, thanks. Hi, Diana.
Hi, Stephanie.
So I'm in the process of going through a divorce, and with all the paperwork, we found out that my ex hasn't paid his taxes in numerous years and owes $140,000 to the government.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow.
So we filed separately all these years. How does that affect spousal? I know with the child support, it's like a grid. We've been married X amount of years. We have this many kids. Boom, this is what he owes a month. Does garnishment take precedence over spousal support?
I mean, when we're looking at the issue of spousal support, we're really focusing on the line 150 income of the payer. So when we're looking at the debts associated with income, that's more of a property-related issue. And so when we're looking at self-support, we, based on the regime, we look at the years of marriage. We look at the role they've played to determine entitlement. But when we're then looking at quantum, we have what we call spousal support advisory guidelines, which are really contingent on, your income and the spouse's income. And we don't really look at the debt associated. It's really focused on what that income is.
Okay. So basically what he owes on his own dime per se.
I mean, when it comes to tax issues, it's always very important to speak to accountant, have them involved. Sometimes we also get certified business valuators involved when incomes become very complicated, and it's probably best to get legal advice because it's not always a straightforward answer. But when we're looking at self-support, we're really looking at the incomes of the parties, and really when we look at the debt side of things, it really becomes a property-related issue at times.
All right. Thank you for your call, Stephanie, and I want to follow up with that because I'm curious how many times, like in Stephanie's situation, there was this big tax surprise. I'm curious how many times we see surprises. Your phone number, 416-872-1010, and toll-free at 877-518-5151. You can text the Nightside at 514-800 or at 71010. We'll be back in a moment. We're going to ask Diana some more questions. We're taking your calls about divorce. I'm John Paul. This is the Nightside. And it is 8:45. Let's get you updated with your News Talk 1010 Time Saver traffic.
We have one trouble spot on the majors, the southbound 400 approaching Highway 89. The right lane is blocked because of construction. Other than that, it is an easy drive this evening throughout the city. The 401 is moving well both directions between the Durham region and Mississauga area stretch. In town, DuPont west of Avenue is down to one lane both ways because of long-term road work. Get into one of the remaining 2016 BMW 3 Series models today with rates from 0.9% plus credits of $3,000 only until January 31st. I'm Jackie King. This is Toronto's breaking news, traffic, and weather in-depth radio. News Talk 1010. Your next update at 9.
The Lincoln Wish List sales event is on at Oakland Lincoln. Right now, enjoy a winter bonus of $1,500 on the entire Lincoln family of luxury vehicles. From the Lincoln MKZ to the Lincoln Navigator, you are guaranteed to travel in luxury and comfort this winter season. When you get the Lincoln you dream of, wishes do come true. Visit oaklandlincoln.ca for more details.
License 10349.
Northwood Mortgage. People don't usually sing about their mortgage, but at Northwood Mortgage they do. They sing about lower rates. They sing about greater cash flow. They sing because we help them. You could be singing about your mortgage too. Come on, try it with us. Northwood Mortgage. Come on, try it. Northwood Mortgage. There you go. Call or visit us today at northwoodmortgage.com.
We're working harder for you. The holidays are gone and I'm feeling a little empty. No gifts, no gatherings, no family drama, no throwing money out the window. Oh, wait. Maybe it's my wallet that could use a little cheer.
You're in luck. Now at Loblaws, it's the So Long Holidays Hello New Deals events. This week, get fresh Atlantic salmon, only $3.44 per 113 grams. Planters dry roasted peanuts or almonds, 225 to 454 grams, just $2.99 each. Visit Loblaws and get low prices just when you need it. Selected varieties, limits apply. See in-store for details. Nosy in-laws not included.
We're getting multiple 911 calls.
It's the busiest highway in North America.
This is the 401. Everybody's in a hurry.
Tomorrow on Discovery, from the producers of Highway Through Hell.
Right, it's pretty slippery up there.
Go to the front lines.
That's not just on top of the 401.
With those who keep the roads open.
5-6, I'm on my way.
400,000 vehicles a day. And closure is not an option.
Jackson's gone, so he'll move now.
Heavy Rescue 401, all new. Tomorrow at 10, only on Discovery.
Hi, it's Julie from Hockley Valley Resort with my brother John Paul.
Hey, Jules. What's new with corporate meetings at the resort?
Well, our customers are loving the addition of Adamo Estate Winery. After a productive meeting, enjoy team building with a tour and tasting.
Combine that with our focus on great culinary experiences and personal hospitality, your corporate meetings just got better.
Check us out at hockley.com, or better yet, come for a personal tour.
Hockley Valley Resort. It's how we make you feel.
There's a lot of talk about the cost of healthcare. I'm a nurse. I see more than numbers. Every day I see patients who count on my care to get them home as soon as possible. But I also see how inadequate hospital funding leads to more complications and longer recovery times. The truth hurts.
Registered nurses play a vital role in your well-being. They want you to know what's happening to your health care. Nurses know. A message from Ontario's nurses.
Smart and definitely honest. The Night Side.
Texts are coming in at 514-800 and 71010. We're taking your divorce questions. Diana Isaac is with us from the Shulman Family Law. If you have a question about divorce, a lot of people say January is a big time for divorce. A lot of people start thinking about it now that the holidays are over, and they're looking for a new slate for the new year. Some people slim down, some people stop smoking, others go their separate ways. If you have a divorce question, here's the telephone number, 416-872-1010, and toll free at 877-518-5151. Coming up, millennials are moving to Hamilton. Sarah Hanlon, winner of Big Brother Season 3, has moved to Hamilton. She's a millennial. One texter already telling me, we moved to Hamilton from Milton in August, and I love Hamilton. Don't say anything bad about Hamilton. I can't promise you that I won't, and I can't promise you that I won't say anything bad about millennials. It's just kind of what I do on the night side. Stick with me. That's coming up. We got a couple questions here. Diana Isaac is with us. Diana, a couple questions from the text at 514-800. One texter wanting to know, is it normal that it's been 2 years and their child support has still not been set in their divorce? Is that normal?
In my experience, we do see some people that have, for whatever reason, not had independent legal advice, and those are situations where child support has not been dealt with. But it is extremely important for the purpose of the child's best interest that that be at the forefront. So in my experience to deal with clients, it's definitely a priority, and it's not left at a later juncture because, again, it's about being child-oriented and ensuring that the child or children are financially cared for. Is it normal in my experience? No, because we want to ensure the child is taken care for, but it does happen, and I've seen clients come in and say, hey, we haven't dealt with the issue, but it's definitely that should be dealt with as soon as possible because it could be prejudicial to the child and the parent that is the recipient of the support that's necessary.
Is there a timeline, like if someone came to see you today and they've decided to get divorced, is there such thing as a working calendar of how long it takes from sort of start to finish? Like someone should believe that if we come in on a Monday, it's going to be done by a month from now. Like, is there a timeline when it comes to divorce?
I wish. I usually tell clients I lost my crystal ball when I was called to the bar. But no, it's very difficult to gauge the cost of a family law matter and the time expended in order to reach finality. But I mean, at Shulman Law Firm, we appreciate that people need to move on with their lives, and we are here to work effectively and diligently in coming up with a resolution as soon as reasonably possible, of course. And there is no definitive timeline. And I would say that really when it comes to reaching a resolution, it is contingent on you and your spouse. Because if you're fighting tooth and nail for, let's say, a lamp, and it becomes quite trivial in nature and someone suggests that it's sentimental to them, well, we've now extended an argument and reaching resolution is deferred as a result of these additional issues.
We're talking with Diana Isaac. She is a family lawyer from Shulman Family Law. If you have a divorce question, 416-872-1010, and toll free at 877-518-5151. One text from 514-800 says, why do women rarely pay child support, alimony, or lose custody of children? Don't kid yourself, it's still one-sided. Would you agree with that texter that it's still one-sided, male to female, or is it more 50-50?
I don't agree. In my experience, I mean, it has not been one-sided. People come from all walks of life, and support, especially child support, is, dependent on the income of the party that is the payer and who's taking care of the children for majority of the time, and it isn't really based on gender. So not in my experience, and certainly that the law isn't based on that. There's statute that explains and suggests how child support and spouse support is based on.
We're talking with Diana Isaac, family lawyer at Shulman Family Law. 514-800 on the text, 71010 on the text, or you can call us toll free, 877-518-5151 or 416-872-1010. I'm John Pohl. This is an interesting one. I never even thought of, Diana. Maybe you've encountered this before. A texter saying they've been legally separated since 2007. They've tried to do a divorce process twice, but their ex is a huge pain in the butt. They're not getting anywhere. They gave up. Their kids are now 20 and 21. Is there some way they can just get a one-sided divorce as they just don't want to deal with the guy anymore? Is there a way to do it without the other person being involved?
We have seen situations where the other person is making it quite difficult to finish a divorce proceeding. In situations where we see that we've reached a roadblock, we do discuss the potential of going to court. That's very important. If the other side is not willing to negotiate and come to the table, so to speak, then court intervention is recommended. And there is a process that is in place that if the person then keeps on ignoring the ability for us to move forward, there are court-imposed deadlines with serious sanctions. And that is the best way to get some sort of finality, because it's no longer a lawyer just writing and saying, we would like to cooperate. Now it's the court in cases making orders saying, you need to follow this so we can get on and make a determination of the issue.
Well, I know you're busy because January is a busy time for divorces, so we won't take any more of your time. Diana Isaac is a family law lawyer at Shulman Family Law. Diana, we appreciate your time tonight.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. I'm John Pohl. Here's the phone numbers, 416-872-1010 and toll-free 877-514-5151 and text me anytime, 514-800 or 71010. It's the Night Side.
Flurries, gusts, blizzard.
Night Side.
Flurries, gusts, blizzard.